pushing out more leaves that you can see. Let me see if you can see, like right there at, oh, don't break it, girl, don't break it, at the top. Wagwan, welcome back to Tips and Tricks Tuesdays with Smart Girl Gardening. In today's video, I will be showing you how to grow mango from seed. I will take you from day 0 to day 30, okay? And in this experiment, I decided to test 3 methods of growing mango from seed. There is the directly in soil, the paper towel method, and the Saran wrap method. So I'm going to show you how I did this. Now, a little disclaimer, okay? Now, the results of this experiment were a bit skewed because of well, two main reasons. One, human error. I forgot about them, okay? Like, I have a lot of things going on. I'm very busy. I have my day job. Completely forgot about them. So some of them, I didn't get to air it out properly, and it may have gotten a little bit mildew and it damaged the plants. So that may have skewed the results, as well as the fact that it's now fall, you know, autumn. Temperatures are a bit low for mango. So it may be a better idea to start it in spring. So I will do experiment 2 in spring, but I'll show you what the results are. Are you ready to see my mango from day 0 to day 30? Oh. From day 0 to day 30. All right, ready? I'm gonna jump in. So now that we're back, we have the mangoes all cleaned up. These are what we will need. We're going to test 3 different methods of starting your mango from seed. First, we're going to try the soil method. We have the paper towel method and the Saran wrap method. Other utensils that you'll need are a knife, a scissors, and of course a Ziploc bag. Let's jump into the first step. Let's clear these away. So we have our mango seed, or knife, and our scissors. Now it's best to use a sharper knife. Inside of this protective shell, we actually have the mango seed to grow. You have the, what we say, like a little curve on it, a fatter side, if you may think. This doesn't have an opening. However, if you look closely, you will see this slimmer or skinnier side that has an opening. So what you want to do is gently saw it back up. See, almost sliced my finger open. See, if this was sharp, I would already be bleeding. If you're like me, you don't want to use the knife, you can simply get a heavy duty scissors. And be very careful. So you can already see it opening up. Be very careful not to damage the seed on the inside. So let's see if I can pry this open. Oh, there we go. And we have a healthy mango seed on the inside. There we go. This is what we will be planting. So we have the shell removed. We can discard that, and we will have this left. What you can also do to help prevent mold, if it will come off, because you already see this is prime suspect for having mold, we want to remove, if you can, without damaging, remove the paper shell, okay? We don't want mold up in here. So gently peel it off. If you see that you're going to damage the seed, what you can do is let the seed rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't let it dry out, of course, and then the paper should be easier to be removed. Catch you back in a second when we have all 3 seeds done. So now that we have all 3 seeds ready and waiting, let's show you them. This one may be a bit of a trouble. You're seeing that already is brown on it, so I'm not sure how much of a survival this will have, but we'll test it out. Partially remove the outer coating. This one struggled a bit and I don't want to damage the seed. The second seed is pretty good, it's pretty healthy. It's already starting to have that root at the bottom here, and it's nice and healthy. This one is already starting to push out a root within the shell. I could not get the outer coating off, so I'm going to leave it on. And I know scientifically all seeds should be the same. Since I'm testing the 3 methods, I apologize for that. But this is more of a comparison to see which one works. And I know, yes, we should have identical samples going in. And at the end, of course, I will take into account the fact that, you know, each seed had its different attributes, which could affect the end results, before anybody comes for me and tries to jump down my throat. Okay, so the first method is the soil. The second method is the paper towel. And the third method is Saran wrap. So first we will start off with the soil method. Okay, so sowing into the soil can be very simple. Sorry, we will just take our seed, and you can either plant it vertically or on its side, so horizontally. Now, if you're kind of OCD or you're a bit nitpicky, what you can do is, because it will grow, so the root will go down and the leaf will come up, you can plant it centered so that you actually have the stalk will come up in the center, or you plant the seed here, which means that the root will go down and it will be off center. So I'm going to do it, let's see, vertically, so just clear a bit space. By the way, the soil is already a bit moist, and I will just gently pack, oops, make some space, gently put it in and squeeze it in around so that the root bud is closed. The next step is to water it. Well, not water it. You can keep it moist, and I will simply add a few drops of water because it already has some in place. My spray bottle is broken, that's why I'm not using my spray bottle. And the final step is you need to create a greenhouse effect. So you can take a plastic bag, plastic covering, and you can cover it like this. I'll be using my Saran wrap to create the greenhouse effect. So what will happen is, as the soil heats up, it will cause the water in the soil to evaporate and trap the moisture on the plastic, which will then go back into the soil. So this will aid in the germination or continued germination process. If your Saran wrap won't stick, you can use an elastic band and cover it. Now, because this is already out like this, I'm going to place it in a warm location. Okay, next up we have the paper towel method. Now this method works a lot for many seeds. So if you have several seeds that you want to germinate, you can use the paper towel method that I'm using now. However, because mango seeds tend to be prone to mold or mildew, this method may not be best suited for the mangoes, so we'll test it out and see what happens. Dampen or moisten your paper towel, place your seed inside, wrap it up, and then spray to get it evenly moistened but not soaking wet. As I said, my spray bottle is finished and we'll get it nice and moist. Then place it inside your Ziploc bag. Get a bit of air in it. And voila, we'll place this in a warm and dark location to assist the germination process. There you have it. Next we have our Saran wrap method. Now this is best to use to help to prevent mold, because the Saran wrap tends to be a bit more sterile, or it doesn't promote mold growth. So you can take your Saran wrap, oops, take as much as you need and simply crank it up and work it into a circle. What we'll do is we'll then place the mango inside. You take your Ziploc bag place your seed inside, and then we actually now have to add water. So you add a few drops of water, not too much, so we'll let that sit for a bit and then we'll drain the water. And there you have it, our 3 methods: soil, paper towel, and saran wrap. Stay tuned for the update. Comment below and let me know if you've ever tried growing your own mango from a seed. How did it go? What method did you use? And do you have any further tips and tricks that you have up your sleeve to really get your mango going? Because I know mango can be a bit difficult. It's a little sensitive, a little bougie. Hello. So this is the 1 week or so update of our mango. They were planted on September 5th, and it's now the 13th, if you can see that. So it's been 8 days. Okay, so these are the 3 that we did. Let's start with the one in the paper towel. I'm excited. Okay, so the paper isn't looking too well. It's a bit grimy. I'm going to have to change this paper. Ooh, we've got a root. So yeah, I think it's grimy because of this little black parts, but it's fine, it's not mold. So if you can see this root, and you can see, look at it, it's very healthy and it's coming along the plant, but the seed has actually greened up, which means that it's viable. It's giving me life. So what I will do is, because I don't want this anymore, I'm going to change this paper, gently wrap it up. I'm leaving a little bit of space so it can get some air circulation in, and then I will add moisture to this back in the bag, and we'll put it back in its location. So the next one is the one that we had in the saran wrap, and it too is looking quite healthy. The seed is very green. So this, ooh, and it has a lot of moisture still. That's one thing I like about the saran wrap method. It holds the moisture without giving you mold and mildew. Okay. So let's see. Oh, there we go. What I will do is I will try to gently, there we go. So this actually has a larger root system. And maybe even a better, yeah, because it's even pushing out. Not sure if you can see properly. So it's also pushing out the part that will be the actual plant. I'm kinda excited! So this is our update. I don't think I need to change the saran wrap, but so it does have a little bit of, but it came from the paper that I left on. Right, so I'll just get that paper off and the excess paper. What I will do is I'll get a clean paper towel and I'll wipe it down to get rid of these spores that I'm seeing here. I don't like how they look, and just to get it a bit clean. There we go. And our update, I will do my best not to really pause. Let me go wash my hands just in case that had on mold. I don't want to infect this one. See you in a second. Okay, and I'm back. This is the one that we did in the soil. So unfortunately with this one, you can't see if it's a root system because it will more than likely be in the soil. Trying to see if I can move things around. But what you can see though is, just like the other seeds, it's having green showing, which indicates that the seed is healthy. So if it wasn't, it would be dying. Let me see if I can tug a bit. Yeah, so there is a root there, because when I try to tug it out, it won't come up. All right, so let's put this back in its bag, close it up. And what I do is, in the mornings while I'm getting ready for work, I open the bags up so that they can get a bit of fresh air while I'm getting ready for about an hour or two. Then I close it back up. When I get back home in the evenings, I open it up again for about 2 more hours so that it can breathe and get some air circulation, because we don't want any, powder, mildew, or mold setting in. And then I close it back up and it's in its location, because we have to keep that humidity up, because it's a tropical plant. It loves the high humidity. All right, so let's see. I will see you maybe in a week or two for another update. Well, if there's an update, if there's no change to them, yeah. Okay, stay tuned for the next update. Hi. So it is now exactly 1 month since I started them. I started on September 5th and it's now October 5th, 2020. I'm going to show you the update and then what I'm going to do next. Slowly but surely we have some coming up. So what happened is that as it was growing, the root kind of pushed the seed up, and then the seed got what I thought it looks like it's a bit infected, right? So I've been reducing the humidity level on this one because girl is catching some kind of fungus. I will leave this one in this pot and allow the leaves to develop, and these two I'm going to transplant today into their own pots. So this is the paper towel. So this is what it looks like right now. You can see how really green this seed is. That means that it's pretty much very healthy. It's pushing out more leaves that you can see. Let me see if you can see, like right there at, oh, don't break it, girl, don't break it, at the top. So I'm going to put them in soil today. So these two will be transferred into soil, and you can see the roots are extremely healthy. So this is after 1 month. It looks a little struggly because what happened is the temperature kind of dropped suddenly on me. I'll be growing these indoors, by the way, so in a little warm house, greenhouse, whatever you want to call it. So they'll be getting high humidity and heat throughout the fall and winter season. Yes, I know I should have started this experiment in spring, but we love to experiment with things, see what we can grow throughout the winter. So this is what we're doing today. So this one will be also transplanted then. Now, Goody went through a bit of a struggle. Let me see if I can gently take this off without damaging the roots. This is the Saran wrap method. You can see how the roots are a bit fibrous. We do have some healthy ones here, but I think I waited way too long to transplant this. So as you can see, the little leaves that they got are kind of dying. However, based on how green the seed is, it's still viable. So I'm going to still transplant it into the soil, because if you can see here, it has it looks like some leaves are trying to push out. So some stems are trying to also push out from there, since this one is dying. So I'm gonna see if if it will help, if it will work, and if it will come out. So you can see those two right there. All right, so let's get to the transplanting. Okay, and we're back. So this is a 1 gallon grow bag filled with garden soil with a little bit of perlite and compost mixed in. The first one we'll transplant, of course, is the paper towel one. So you can do it fully, but I want the stalk to be center, so the seed will be a bit off center. So just gently move some of the soil away, and of course you want to plant it root down. And be very careful so as not to disturb the root system, and then just bury the seed, and that's it. And of course we'll have to water it in. So this is the paper towel. Remember to label it. So again, we'll just gently move some to the side. Root down and bury the seed. Now remember to water in your seedling. And now we wait. Put it in a sunny location and wait. And this is what we have so far. We still have our soil potted in the soil. This is the paper towel, and this the struggle is real. It's the Saran wrap. Yeah, my mistake, my bad. I messed up on that one. I waited too long to put them in soil. Sorry. Okay, let's give you another mango update. First, let me turn off these grow lights. So this one was struggling a bit, as you guys know, and I accidentally knocked off the top of it, but you can see that it's actually coming back quite strongly and it's pushing out new leaves here, so that's a good sign. And this one, that the top foliage that was here was completely gone, but I was just like, wait, the stem is still green and the seed is still green, which means it's viable, and it is, because look, it is now this teeny tiny thing right here. It's a new stalk with new leaves that are pushing out from the seed. So both seeds are showing lots of signs of life. Yay! I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you found these tips and tricks helpful. Check out this video and this playlist for more gardening tips and tricks. And remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Later.